Hello, hello. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't, I'll find out soon enough. If you're tuning in, post stream as a VOD or whatever you're watching this as, feel free to skip ahead. There's a timer on the screen that lets you know when the live reading starts. Sure hope all the settings are correct. I'm scrambling to put things together in the background. What's up, Thumper? Nice to see you. Hey, Mango. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I've shared it on Twitter. What other things do I have to make sure of? Checking OBS. Is this working? Golly jeez. Not quite. See how fast I can do this. How much time do I got on my timer? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm actually gonna see if my internet's any better before I continue, because my internet's being garbage right now. Check. Checking connection now. If this is any better, please let me know. Sound is better now. It's still not incredible. Let it be known. I'm looking at my number of drop frames and it's quite a bit. But thankfully enough, we're reading PDFs here and not watching video gameplay. So, in the time that has passed, I simply downloaded the correct version that I needed, which is not this one, because this is made for printing it. But I'm going to open up the right one. This is the correct version. Great. We'll start here. Sometimes streams are like this. Sometimes they're not ideal. But I'm doing my best. And the VOD should be fine. Okay, let's get into it. So, what is this game about? Took a sudden jump forward in time and the sound is good. So, thank you so much. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you guys. let's get into it. You run a tea shop. Hello, Mr. Yomi. Nice yaks me. Welcome to the stream. I think my favorite might be oolong, with it being a nice balance between black and green tea. I agree. I'm not the biggest fan of black tea, big fan of green tea, and oolong being right in the middle is a nice middle ground. I'm a wimp. I do like sweet tea, but I also like chai. I enjoy a good bowl of a good cup of chai as well, which, technically means tea, but if you're drinking chai tea, there's a specific version. I think mine has ginger in it. I can't remember. Or cinnamon. One or the other. But welcome to the stream. Anyway, this game. We really got to get into the game. Here we go. You run a tea shop on the border of the living and the dead. The recently deceased visit for one last hot drink before their long journey into the great beyond. Time is strange here. Days and memories blur. Nobody visited you yesterday, you are sure of that. Someone passed last week, but you can't recall their face. The fog thins. A figure approaches. You stoke the fire. Last Tea Shop is a game about tea and storytelling. Set up your stall and wait for visitors to emerge from the mist. Over cups of tea, talk to visitors about their lives and help them prepare to travel into the lands of the dead. Record their thoughts, fears, dreams, and hopes in your journal for posterity. Conversations reveal links between visitors. The rules in this book describe solo play. Variations for a 2-player version appear on the back cover. What you need: some quiet time, a way to take notes, a 6-sided die, and of course tea, optional but recommended. Answer the following questions to set up. Where is your Tisha? Hello, Polyphonica. Welcome. I know your name. I know you from the Your Rivers Are Wrong videos and podcast episodes. Your name is very familiar to both of us. I absolutely love this game. Glad to see you covering it. Awesome. Another great recommendation. I'm so curious about it. Answer the following questions to set up. Where is your tea shop located? What special affinities does your stall have? What supplies are in your pantry? And which path do visitors follow to reach your shop? So let's iron a couple of those out. So again, we are running a tea shop on the border of the living and the dead. So this strange middle space, this strange purgatory where people step before they head over to the afterlife is what I can only assume. So the first visual that came to mind, and I guess this is just an example of what it could look like, right? Just a tea shop on the top of a mountain. Where is it located? So I don't want to copy it and say a mountain, but I do want to do something maybe similar. I guess the idea most present in my mind is that it'd probably be just a little tea shop on the side of a river. The visual here being the river Styx that leads you into the afterlife. And as Charon or whoever the boatmaster is ferrying you all the way to heaven or wherever you're headed, you stop to take a break. You stop by the little tea shop on the side of the river Styx. Make sure not to touch the waters as you walk over to just a little booth. There's a couple of stools that are precariously placed over the river Styx, but high enough that you're not going to be touching it. And you simply request whatever tea you like. And this place has all the teas. I can't say they're good at all the teas, but the tea that you request will be one that you've had in your previous life that you really enjoyed, and will have exactly the ingredients for that. So that's the visual. It's located next to a river, being the river Styx. What special affinities does your stall have? I think nostalgia would be the core affinity. I don't know what affinity means in particular, but it would simply be something to remind you of a good time with tea. Having tea rarely associates itself with bad memories in my own experience. So if usually tea is linked to a good memory. What supplies are in your pantry? Literally everything. I'm going to say everything. I'm going to say that the supplies in my pantry are exactly what the requester wants, and very little else. Very little room for improv. Simply open the door, tea's inside. That's what we got. What path do visitors follow to reach your shop? A river. You can't get there by any means except for boat. You can't walk there, you can't fly there. Very specifically available to only boats. I imagine there's like an overpass, there's like a canopy of trees that blocks from sight from the skies, and your boat simply passes through these vines and canopies to arrive at the tea shop, have your tea, and you continue on forward. That's my general gist of what I think this looks like to me. But of course, if your vision is different, by all means, you're free to imagine what you wish. A game plays over several rounds. Each turn, someone arrives at the stall, and you play out the scene. See pages 9 to 12. Oh, okay, so this is just an overpass. Roll for how many days pass. This reveals your first visitor. Roll for weather, which reflects the emotional state. Oh, sick. Prepare tea and ask your first question. Serve tea and ask your last question. Take any tea effects into account. For subsequent visitors, repeat the process above, but introduce one more question. Ask the visitor, how did you know my last customer? Repeat until Veiled One departs. Who is Veiled One? Departs, or you reach some other ending. Okay, so we're going to find out what Veiled One means. We're going to find out what reach some other ending means. We don't know what those key terms are, but we're going to continue forward and find out. Okay, setting up shop. The shop is in a quiet place, often cloaked in mist or light rain. There's a special feeling here. Moments stretch and fade. This is a space for communion and release. Consult the tables below to establish where your shop is located. Either choose a location or use the following random method. Roll a 6-sided die, then roll again. First dice result points to one of the named groups below. Second points to a specific location. Oh, maybe these. We should use these for the location. I'm so sorry. I got ahead of myself. Describe this place on the stall as much feels right. You may even draw your shop. All right, let's do this. Let's roll. Let me get the Chrome tab up. Chrome tab, I need you. Dice roller. What we need is a 2d6 for the location. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, this stream won't be incredible. Hopefully the VOD picks up everything I'm saying here, in case the stream doesn't. Okay. For tonight. Maybe him. I don't know. I'm not close to the storm that's happening down south in Florida, but maybe that has something to do with it. But the internet is very garbage tonight. So, what I want to do, because I do want to do justice to the, person who made this game. I do record this stream as per normal, and then hopefully the VOD contains the full reading and survives this poor stream. So yeah, well, Thumper made a great point. I'm going to just make things readable in terms of notes in case things skip and jump around. The internet will continue to be bad all throughout tonight, but this is the vision. I'm just going to keep in this notepad over to the right. Okay, let's continue. A little demoralizing, but oh, I did this entirely wrong. There's 6 options. Okay, so I rolled a 5 and a 4. So let's restart that. Right, I rolled a 5 and a 4. Location. So 5 would be this all the way to the right. It would be over here. Open places. So open places. And then 4 would be a tundra with ghost scattered trees. Yeah. A little spooky, but it works. This will be our location. That's a 5 and a 4. But there's a bunch of options. So there's a bunch of example. Internet's dying on me again. Crazy stuff. The upload speed is so low, unfortunately. Okay, we'll continue onwards. Much we can do. To find your sorting supplies, add 1 serving of each local ingredient to the pantry section of your stall sheet. Roll for additional items on the common ingredients tables until you have 3 supplies. There are 2 ways to replenish supplies. Some visitors gift common or even rare supplies. Oh, we can get gifts from visitors. Once per game, you can forage a local ingredient between visitors. Describe this foraging expedition on your stall sheet. Journal. Interesting. To find your sorting supplies, add 1 serving of each local ingredient to the pantry section. Oh, so we... Add 1 serving of each local ingredient to your pantry section in the stall sheet. Okay. Let me try this again. So I'm grabbing all the local ingredients, right? Can I just copy it? Nope. Right, gumdrop, trash, and kawa leaf. Okay. So ingredients, and then there should be common ingredients somewhere. We're gonna find common ingredients. Here, great. Here, great. And I have 3 here, so I need a 6-sided dice, and roll it again. First dice points to one of the columns below. Second type. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2d6 for this. Five and 6. Great. So the first dice is the column, so this one, and then 6 is here. So I got a little bit more chamomile. Great. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. And then, so I'm going to do that again. So I got chamomile. I'll do that again. 2, 6. So 2, 6, bright gumdrop. Okay. So let me just mark that down. Times 2, bright gumdrop times 2. And then the last one is... Sounds good to me. I think is what's happening here. Something like that. Hello, triple person. Welcome to the stream. I should warn you, we're having connection problems. We'll probably just have to watch the VOD after. Hello. Apologies for the connection tonight. Okay. Let's see if we can get into this. Recipes. Oh, look. There's a bunch of recipes that we could use here. Gumboot tea. So the gumboot tea. So this one is the one you could do for anybody, right? But then here we need a couple of different teas, like the tea of mirth, an hour spent laughing at everything and nothing, reindeer lichen, reindeer lichen or feather moss, craft, quartz crystal. Okay, so we're gonna need some of these ingredients to make certain recipes. I see. Let me see. Pantry section. I got. Okay. We're good. Okay, so these are examples of different teas you can have, and I'm guessing just the different experiences that you will have with these visitors. Drink to calm a difficult memory, or to fill the... I see. Okay, this is an example of another tea shop. Beautiful art. Fantastic. And here's a bunch of rolls that I'm not familiar with, but we'll find out. Playing the game. Here we go. Once you knew many routes between the lands of the living and the dead. Now it is hazy, and the knowledge has slipped away. You recall just two paths. Prepare a real-world tea for yourself. I only have water. I'll prepare tea for myself after this, as I will on the stream. Now establish the starting path. Consider the phrases dice trail and lantern path. Which do you prefer? This is how the first visitor travels to the shop. If neither all d6. Odd results indicate dice. Even results signify lantern. Interesting. Okay. I'll roll a d6 and see where that leads me. Six. So 6 is... Oh, let me get some water. I can do that for myself. It's not tea, but it's something. All right, I got some water. I'm good to go. So even results signify lantern path. Let's write that down. Okay, days and visitors. Roll a 6-sided dice. The result is the number of days that pass before your first visitor arrives. The table on the facing page represents a dice trail